Hi guys, I want to make a video about some things that might help with the pain and suffering on the ascension path, awakening path, self-realization, whatever you want to call it. It all leads to the same thing, God realization. One of the things to understand is that the pain and suffering is the catalyst for awakening, all right? Now, it's going to seem very unfair if you're identified as the person, as the character in the play down here. And that will bring about the realization of the true self, the higher self. That's not suffering any of this. So one way is to understand that there are no victims down here, even though we feel very victimized. And I don't want to not acknowledge what you've been through as a person, because it is a rough journey. It is a hard journey. It's not easy. All right. But at some point you have to put the story down because it will not serve you. All right. And when we're suffering our memory and our thoughts and our anticipation about the future, that if we're in a low vibration, those thoughts are also going to be kind of gloomy and doomy. And it just keeps spinning in a circle. It won't let you go. So nothing's coming to take it from us. We have to put it down and align our consciousness with the true self, the higher self, and transcend personhood altogether, right? And the journey, it doesn't get easier, but it does in certain ways, because with your transcendence comes clarity, comes truth of what we're here to do, why things are happening. And when you start aligning with the true self that's untouched by anything that happens down here, unfazed by it, it's immortal, it's eternal, right? You start to see the events that would maybe normally cause suffering or pain as very transient. They're coming and they're going, and we're not getting wrapped up in any story. Okay, everything is designed to help our evolution along. And if we're stubborn humans that are hanging on to our personhood and our stories, then the road's got to get a little bumpy so that we can let go and transcend all of that. Now, once you do get to a certain point, you're going to remember and forget, and remember and forget. You know, you're going to expand and contract and expand and contract. And that can be confusing if you don't have the clarity to know that you're just going through an integration process, or that you expanded in a certain reality to its threshold, and now you're going to like bust out of that reality in a more elevated way. But you'll understand that all of this is happening on the green screen of consciousness, and you're going to not get lost in it anymore. And that's freedom. You're free from personhood. You're free from identity. Okay? Because for the character in the movie, it is pain and suffering from personal consciousness. So you have to decide who you're going to be, right? You're going to be the higher self or the lower self. The lower self is going to struggle, going to suffer. All right, that's all. There's getting to be some noise out here now. Well, there it went. But I know a lot of people are still waiting for like the event, the solar flash, or something to come, aliens even, to come save us. And it doesn't happen like that. This happens through each one of ourselves. We set ourselves free with the realization. And all this past and future is going to push you right back into the only truth, which is now. Everything is now. There's no power outside of now, okay? So I know there's an addiction to the personal consciousness, to, hey, I'm right about how these people hurt me or through my trauma, which you have to let go, all right? You created that as the higher self for you to awaken you, all right? So there's ownership, and with ownership, now you have the power back in your hands. If you keep holding on to this victim identity, you will stay a victim and continue to suffer, right? So it's up to you. And I know it's hard, guys. I know it is. But understand that the hard journey was chosen because we're in a mastery school down here on earth, right? This is mastery. So just like when you go through the educational system, you're not going to get little preschool or kindergarten lessons when you're receiving a doctrine, right? So look at it that way. Okay, that's all. I hope that helped, because those are definitely things that have helped me along the way. All right, love you. Bye.